An Adderall shortage continues to plague doctors, patients, and pharmacies. It's been an ongoing problem for months now.
Thank you, find this pharmacist. Check it out.
Oh, hi. My name is Dr. Hallett. I'm calling from Buffalo, New York.
This is now the norm for Dr. Michael Hallett of Suburban Psychiatric Associates.
The XR is completely back ordered.
After a full day seeing patients, the psychiatrist sits in his office for 2 hours every day making phone calls. He says about 10% of his patients can't fill the prescriptions because of an Adderall shortage. So he calls around finding a different pharmacy that can fill the prescription. Or he gets some pills, or even a different dosage that will work about the same.
She takes Adderall XR, 25 in the morning, and then Adderall immediate release, 15 in the afternoon when she needs it.
Dr. Hallett says about half of his patients have ADHD. After the pandemic forced kids to stay at home, he started seeing more child patients. He also sees more adults than ever before. With a bigger focus on mental health today, more and more people are admitting they need help.
So we get a lot of people that, they come in for other reasons, depression and anxiety. And when we talk to them and we do a thorough evaluation, it turns out, well, you're depressed and anxious because you have ADHD and you haven't been treated. And life has been hard and you've been struggling your whole life, which leads to anxiety and depression.
So there's a bigger demand for meds to treat ADHD. The majority of Dr. Hallett's patients are on a stimulant like Adderall. If Adderall runs out, he says the only other backup stimulant is a drug called Ritalin. Right now, Ritalin is in stock in this area, but it's really not the same.
There's a chance it's not going to work as well as the Adderall does. They may have more side effects than the Adderall did. So there's no guarantee that it's going to work as well or they're going to be as tolerated, but it's certainly going to be better than nothing.
There are also non-stimulant drugs, but those don't start working right away.
And there's probably more potential side effects to the non-stimulant.
Most of his patients choose Adderall, but Dr. Hallett says not enough of it is being made across the country, and he blames the DEA.
They tell the companies how much you can make in that year. Last year was 20 million grams of Adderall could be manufactured. Okay. They didn't have any increase for this year.
In the meantime, Dr. Hallett will continue these long days, doing what he can to get much-needed medication for his patients. Another thing to note, CBS News reports recently online mental health companies are diagnosing ADHD and prescribing medication all 100% online. One of those platforms has been the focus of an ongoing CBS News investigation and was also under investigation by the Department of Justice for their prescribing practices. Well, coming up, a high school football player is using lessons from his past to give others a better future.